So landscape of funding, right? For the small business that you're opening, for example, who was it that had the lawn mowing business? What was your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. So Jonathan's lawn mowing business, a lot more feasible to start, right? So let's say you probably started out with a mower, a trimmer, an edger, maybe a truck or a trailer to pull your equipment around. And for the most part, the cost to start his business wasn't in the hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars in that end. So from a small business, that's a great way to get started. I recommend all of you guys start some kind of small business. So to jump into a business that requires millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars is unrealistic. But you do want to get started on a small business because it will give you the exposure of paying bills, paying taxes, dealing with customers, dealing with customer complaints, going out and raising money. Even if you have to convince your parents to loan you the money, you should do some kind of agreement to get that money so you can pay your parents back, or what part of that, then if they're giving you $10,000 for your lawn mowing business, then how much of that do they get of your actual business and equity and things like that. So those are things that you're talking about. Guys, out there right now, though, banks are not loaning money unless you have huge real estate tied to it. You have a $500,000 building or a $200,000 building tied to as collateral that's paid off, that they could say, basically, we're going to loan you X amount of dollars, and if for some reason your business defaults, we're going to go and we're going to take this property, and that's how we're going to protect ourselves. So for the most part, then you're going to go to what we call venture capitalists or investors, people who are wealthy because they're entrepreneurs or independently wealthy, but they don't want to put their money into a bank, because a bank, a checking account's giving you really no interest, a savings account's probably giving you 2% interest, 3% interest, where inflation's around 3% each year. So you're really not making any money. So they want to make their money work for them on that aspect, right? So they look for entrepreneurs like you guys, myself, and other people in the community, and they want to see good business ideas that they can invest in. But when you sit down and meet with these guys, first of all, you have to be prepared on that end, okay? You can't, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. These opportunities don't come across all the time. So if you go in there ill-equipped, don't know your business plan, don't know your numbers, you've really blown a chance at helping you make your first million, right? Everybody here wants to be millionaires? Maybe? Of course. A lot of head nods. That's good. Let that financial goal be an incentive, guys. We all do, but there's other incentives. You gotta have passion for your project and everything else as well. But when you go in there, you gotta know what you're pitching to these potential investors. You gotta know your product. They're gonna wanna know how they're gonna make their money back. These are all things that you might not dive too deep into your classrooms right now, but in the real world, that's what they're gonna wanna know. When I go to an investor and ask for $50,000 or $100,000 to invest in my business, they're going to ask me, what do I get out of it? What's my ROI? You guys know what ROI is, right? You've taught that. What's my return on my investment on that end? So when you go on that end, be prepared. There's always that, oh yeah, he was lucky, or I wish I had that opportunity. You have no idea how many people blow opportunities that are absolutely impossible to get. They get that one chance and they show up ill-equipped. You lost your chance. You had your breakthrough moment and you messed it up. So make sure you guys prepare for that when you launch your business in the real world, or even in your classrooms, or the next thing that you guys do with YE. They're going to give you real life experiences that you guys want to take advantage of on that end.